Great. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this Monday lunchtime yoga class. So my name is Anna, and I'll be teaching the class today. And I've got Ruth, who's behind the camera and helping in the comments. We'll get started in just a few moments. And while you're getting yourself set up, I'd recommend that you have something that functions like a strap today. So if you've got a yoga strap, great. And if you don't, then you can use a scarf or a small towel or the belt off your dressing gown or something like that. We're going to do a little bit of shoulder opening in the class. So one of these will be really, really helpful. It's really nice to know who we've got in the class. So if you would like, you can say hello in the chat and Ruth can read that out.
Michelle and Lisa and John.
Hello, Michelle and Lisa and John. Really, really lovely to see you, to have you here. On this slightly cold, slightly wet Monday lunchtime.
Emma in Sheffield.
Who, sorry?
Emma in Sheffield.
Emma in Sheffield. Wow, okay. Great.
Sophie.
And Sophie, wow, loads of you today. That's great. Really, really nice to have you all here. Okay, we're going to make a start now. And I'll just say a few things. So in case you missed it, we are going to need something that functions like a strap today. So strap or towel or scarf or dressing gown. Tie would be great, or a tie, I'm speaking to you live from the LBC downstairs shrine room. So if you've been to any of our in-person classes, this is the breathing space room. And I've got this really beautiful giant mural behind me, which is of the Buddha, surrounded by disciples and bodhisattvas over here. And I really, really missed, this is normally where we teach our in-person classes at the Buddha Center. I really missed being in this space over lockdown. So it's really nice to be back. We are running some in-person classes. So if you're local to the center, you can book for those through our website. Okay, so today's class is called Opening to Grace. We've got Shraddha Gita, who's one of the other yoga teachers. She chooses these wonderful titles for us, and then it gives us a way to kind of theme the classes, theme our weeks, so that you can feel a little bit of continuity in theme from class to class. And I was reflecting on the word grace, and I think it can have, especially in the West, like a particular connotation with maybe Christianity, maybe an idea of being, good, or virtuous. So I think that's not really what I want to draw out today. And I also don't really want to draw out this idea that if we're doing yoga, it has to look graceful, yeah. Because it's not necessarily yoga is not about the way that it looks. It's not about. It's not a dance. We're not dancing. We're not performing. It's about how it feels. So it's something about connecting to a kind of inner grace, as it were. And I was talking about it this morning with somebody actually, and they were saying that even if you think of, say, a ballet dancer who is really, really, really graceful, that is underpinned by a lot of hard work, a lot of technique, a lot of structure. And so in order for something to look effortless and graceful, it is going to be underpinned by a lot of structured, very hard, sort of disciplined work. So don't worry if you don't feel like your yoga practice is graceful, because that's not really the intention for it to look a certain way. It's about how it feels. So what I'd like to focus on instead today is this sense of opening up to something. So you're here, you've arrived for the class, and for the next sort of just shy of 45 minutes, you can just sort of be here and practice and open yourself up to the possibility of just being in your body. And in a way, that's enough. Just opening up to the present moment, opening up to feeling sensation, and not worrying too much about the outcome, the way that it looks, the shapes that you're making. Okay, so we'll start with a short sit. So you can sit on a cushion or some blocks. And just make sure you've got your strap or strap-like object to hand. I'm just going to say strap from now on. Yeah, and then you can close your eyes. And let's take a moment to connect in with the weight of the body as you sit here. And just starting to arrive a bit more fully in your space, in your practice, in your body. And starting to let go of whatever sort of morning you've had. And just nudging yourself into a slightly deeper awareness of the present moment. And then keeping that sense of gentle curiosity, allow the awareness to center in on the front of the chest, or you could call it the heart space. And just allow the awareness to rest here for a few moments. Also noticing how this area feels physically. And perhaps noticing how this area feels energetically as well. You might like to notice the sensation of breath as you breathe in and out, as the chest rises and falls. Just opening up to what's going on in the heart. And then you can keep your eyes closed, but next time you breathe in, lift your shoulders up towards your ears. And as you breathe out, let the shoulders soften down. So breathing in, shoulders lifting up towards the ears. And breathing out, shoulders softening down and back. So a couple more times, just in time with your own breath. So lifting the shoulders up to breathe in, and then as you breathe out, you can slide the shoulders a little bit down, a little bit back, lift the chest. One more like that, breathing in. And breathing out. Nice. And then from here, you're going to open your eyes and take hold of your strap or strap-like object. And make sure that you, so you're going to hold it in both hands and have the strap fairly wide. Yeah? And then imagine that you're trying to pull it apart. So what we're going to do in a moment is take the strap all the way overhead and all the way back behind us. So you might like to start with quite a bit of room on both ends or between your hands. And then without distorting, so without trying to bend your elbows or anything, lift your arms up and then take the arms all the way back. Yeah. Good. And then just coming up and over, you might find that you need a little bit more space. So give yourself that. And then you can keep going. So just keep moving the arms up and back. And it might take you a few rounds to sort of get used to it. So yeah, just again, giving yourself that time. Just noticing the sensations around the shoulders, around the arms. Good, just taking one or two more of those and just check in with your breath. So making sure that the breath is there, the breath is still doing its thing. Good, and then next time you lift your arms up overhead, you can pause there and then give yourself, or walk the hands slightly more towards one another. So keep the arms over the head, and then you're going to turn your chest a little bit towards your right-hand side. And then pull straight back with the left arm. So the right arm's going to lift up, and the left arm is going to go back. Yeah, that's it. So you're going to open out through your right armpit. Good, and then come through center. Turn the body towards your left this time. And then draw the left arm straight down and back behind you. Yeah. Good. And then come through center. And then let's do one more on each side. So rotate the chest towards your right. Draw the right arm back. And then coming through center. Turn to the left. Draw the left arm back. Nice. And then come through center. And then all the way down. And you can just take the strap to one side. You might need it again in a little while. Good. And then just noticing, registering how the shoulders are feeling as they start to warm up a little bit. Good. And then we'll take just one more posture here. So this time take the arms out wide and bend your elbows like this. So you've got a 90-degree angle at your elbow. And then create the action of trying to pull the elbows slightly further back. So you lift the chest a little bit more. Good. And then do the opposite. So as you breathe out, you're going to bring the forearms towards one another. Palms can touch. And then breathing in, opening the chest, pull the elbows back. Breathing out, rounding forearms to touch. A couple more like that. So heart is lifting up as you breathe in. And then rounding as you breathe out. Good. Last one. Lovely. And then let the arms come down. And make your way to your hands and knees. And spreading the fingers out nice and wide. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. And then coming into cat-cow. So just continuing a sense of moving with the breath, lifting the chest as you breathe in, dropping the belly. And then breathing out, drawing the belly in, rounding the back, relaxing the head. And just keep moving. So breathing in to lift the tailbone, lift the chest. And then breathing out to round the spine, relax the head. Noticing if it feels like there's more space through your shoulders, the shoulder blades. And you can stay with cat-cow, Or you might like to turn it into something a little bit more fluid. So you might add a little bit of side-to-side movement, or some little circles going slightly more forwards and back as well. So just using hands and knees as a starting point and moving from there. Yeah, you might like to close your eyes. So you're not trying to get anywhere. It's not trying to look any particular way. You're just exploring ways that your spine can move. That's all. So feeling the body from the inside. Just taking that for a few more breaths. Good. Nice. And then from here, we'll come into a shoulder and chest opener. So take your hands a big step forwards so that they're kind of on the diagonal. You might like to tuck your toes under. And then take your forehead down towards the ground or onto a cushion or a block. So you can either let your forearms come to the ground, or for a bit more sensation, you can lift the elbows and the forearms up. You can even come onto your fingertips. And if you come onto your fingertips, spread your fingertips out wide and dig your fingertips down into the ground. Relax the back of your neck if you can. Keep breathing. Good, and then slowly coming all the way back. Slide the hands back underneath your shoulders. And then this time lifting back into downward facing dog from here. So sending the tailbone up, lifting the knees. And let's keep it fairly fluid. So you can, if you like to, you can take some little movements here. You can bend into one knee, then the other. You can let your hips sway from side to side. And really connecting in with that sense of the hands pressing into the mat, the arms lengthening, the shoulder blades broadening, and the back of the neck lengthening. Good. Okay, and then when you're ready, step your right foot through to between your hands and lower your left knee down to the ground or onto a block. Good. And then take a hold of your strap. You might find that you need it. So we're going to come into a lunge position. And then you can take cow face arms from here. So hold your strap in your left hand and lift the left arm up and back, and then bend your left elbow. Reach your right arm out to the side, and then fold it up your back, and see if you can hold on to the strap between your two hands. And then from there, press the feet down into the ground, lift the chest, and make sure your head's not dropping forwards. So lift the back of the neck, press the skull back into your left hand, your left arm. Good, just taking a breath here. Lovely. And then gently let go, release the strap out to one side. We're going to come into an open twist now. So take your left hand down to the ground, shuffle the right foot slightly further forwards, and then tuck your back toes, lift the back knee, lift the right arm up. So a real sense here of the chest kind of leaning back, the back of the head leaning back, so creating space across the front of the chest. And again, you might like to close your eyes here and just feel whatever it is you're feeling from the inside. Good, and then relax the head, open the eyes, look down. Right hand comes down. Press back into downward facing dog from there. Good. And then changing sides. So big step forwards with your left foot. Right knee comes down. You can pad it up if you need to. And then again, taking hold of your strap, lifting the chest. A strap in your right arm or right hand. Lift it up and then bend it at the elbow. Left arm is going to reach up your back to take hold of the strap. You might find that you don't need a strap. But the important thing is that your top elbow is lifting up rather than reaching forwards. Yeah, so you've got that sense of lifting, of chest opening, that sense of the breath there. Just feeling into the sensations around your left shoulder, your right shoulder. Good, and then gently letting go of the strap. Right hand comes down to the ground. Shuffle the left foot slightly further forwards. And then coming into that open twist again. So left arm lifts up. Yeah, and again, you can lean into it. So you can take you're trying to take your ears back ever so slightly, lifting through the chest and dropping that front thigh. Lovely. Nice and firm through the back thigh. Good, and then take your left hand down to the ground. This time step forward, so step the right foot alongside the left. And coming